Wakabayashi-san, you must be a railway enthusiast and therefore proud to see your work used this way.
Well, yeah, why not? People appreciating my invention gives me a special feeling. I've been blessed. And don't forget, because my nut can be found on every single Shinkansen car as well as many other rail systems, I feel safe whenever I use the train.
Is there anywhere closer to home where we can find your nut?
Well, yes. Baby carriages, you know, because they need to be constantly opened and folded back up. The connecting parts can come loose very quickly.
Makes sense.
You mean unfolded to seat the kid, then folded back down for compactness. I see. With a revolutionary product like the hard lock nut, I expect it became hugely successful overnight. Was that the case?
Well, actually, it didn't go like that at all. We had a hard time selling it in the beginning. First, there was the price. The nut was expensive to make. And then people said it looked like a toy. Nobody took it seriously. Some wise guy said, don't ever bring that in here again.
Really?
Yeah.
That harsh?
Yeah, you better believe it.
It must have been disappointing.
What'd you think? But you know, I was committed, so I pressed on. I had no choice.
So, how did you ever convince people to buy it?
Well, whenever I visited a customer, I left them a package or two of nuts without asking for money. Of course, I asked them to contact me when they ran out of the nut. After a month or so, I'd visit the customer again and ask if they needed any more. I did this over and over, and then one day, feeling sorry for me, a man told me to write out an invoice. That was my first sale. I was ecstatic.
Really. It's funny how things that are truly innovative and have the potential to change the world so often elicit rejection or apathy at first, instead of being welcomed. I think it's important for everyone, especially viewers out there with a business idea, to remember this.
In that period when the hard lock nut brought only hard luck, Wakabayashi-san got help from an unusual source. Let's open the power pot.
Huh? Isn't it a rolled omelet pan?
That's right.
Be warned, it is not an ordinary omelet pan. It's special, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What are they talking about? Today's second power pot point is roll business and your spouse into one.
Wakabayashi, inventor of the hard lock nut, always liked to make things. His first invention goes back to when he was 11. It came to him when he was helping out on a family farm.
My seed planter.
A seed planter?
Believe it. You see, I used to watch farmers planting seeds and figured there must be a way to make the job easier. I was just a kid, but I put something together.
No way.
Young Wakabayashi's planter did the job faster, better, and more effortlessly, and grown-ups around him copied it. After college, Wakabayashi got a job at a manufacturer of valves. Constantly hearing customers complain about water leaks caused by loose nuts, he went out and invented the hard lock nut. But things did not go well at first. Having no money to advertise, and faced with ruin, he did something.
I invented a new improved rolled omelet pan.
Another invention. Wakabayashi is known as the Thomas Edison of Higashi Osaka. He holds more than 100 patents. With this pan, you can make a rolled omelet faster and easier. He got the inspiration from watching his wife Tamiko struggling to make this popular Japanese dish.
The angle makes it easy to form the roll.
That's the idea.
That's the power pot point. How many sold?
Hundreds of thousands. This pan provided me with the money to market the nut.
It did?
We couldn't stop smiling.
Is that right?
Wakebayashi, with the help of his wife, continued to invent unique products. Both a nail cutter that retains the cuttings and a new kind of tissue dispenser sold exceptionally well. He used the profits to advertise the nut. How does he always come up with brilliant ideas? Actually, it's thanks to a secret routine he has.
Oh, Wakabayashi-san, what are you up to?
Wakabayashi installed a giant miniature railroad layout on the second floor of the factory. The track is 80 meters long and the locomotive runs on steam.
It's not easy for me to think of new business ideas in the office. For me, coming up here, I can relax and expand my senses. After a while, somehow something dawns in me.
Round and round he goes. After 10 circuits, an inspiration will hit him. This is how he has hatched so many inventions that have transported him to success in business.
When you chug along on the locomotive, is it like an idea just suddenly pops up in your head?
Well, riding the train takes me to a place where I'm open to new ideas. If I'm in the right mood, new ideas strike me one after another.
I see.
I think it works for everybody. If you're having fun, in a positive mood, it's easy. When you're in a happy, open state of mind, then you can, how can I say, establish a good connection. Ideas are all about making connections.
In the world of psychiatry, we have the term agreeableness. It refers to when your mind gets totally absorbed in the task you enjoy. Imagine the choo-choo-choo-choo of the locomotive. That's the kind of rhythm you get into. I think that is the